Hey, what's going on, everybody? Long time no see. My name is... Okay, let's try that again. What's going on, everybody? My name is Dave. Welcome to Aroid District. It's been a while, but I'm back. For those of you who are new to this channel, I am a plant enthusiast from Los Angeles, California, but I just relocated here to Atlanta, Georgia. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I transported all my plants from California to Georgia. Now with that being said, take what you will or what you want from my methods, because this is the first time I've ever done this. And you know, I do have a lot on my plate. As you can see, if you look behind me, I am living in a construction zone right now, you know, and it's difficult because half of the work I am doing myself. The other half I try to hire some help. But you know, when I get through, I'm excited to give you all a tour. That is my motivation to get things done around here. But I just needed to get this video in to share with you what I did to transport my plant collection from California to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go. Let us go back a couple months ago to South Central Los Angeles when I started to pack all of these plants up. So first order of operation, I went to Home Depot and got me some Rubbermaid tubs. I think I went to Lowe's and got some other ones too, but first I set the bigger plants down in these Rubbermaid tubs, and then I placed the smaller pots on top of those. You'll see an example in a minute if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. You see this smaller plant here. What I would do is I make sure I set that on top of a bigger pot like this one here. Sit it down, and my whole goal was to maximize the space so that I can fit a lot of my plant collection into each tub. My next step was I took each tub out to the backyard and I misted them down for 5 minutes. I wanted to make sure all of those moss poles were moist, and I wanted to mist them down long enough to create a thin layer of water at the bottom of each Rubbermaid container. Next, I tried to wrap them up with any type of plastic that I can find. I'm not that good with wrapping stuff, but I got this plastic on here, and I did use painter's tape because I know, like shipping tape or any type of Scotch tape, I didn't want that sticking to the leaves because it'll be hard to get it off. Then I created a dome. I got that plastic all over the top of each container, and I created like a little greenhouse system. There's a thin layer of water at the bottom of each container, and it's just about fully enclosed in plastic wrap. Now, my next step was I put a couple of containers in like the bigger shipping container, and the other two I put inside my car, and I was ready to go. Now, driving cross country from California to Georgia was brutal, I must say. It was like triple digits, just super hot, but you know, I had to stop and try and enjoy the views. Here's some views of like, you know, some Rocky Mountains, desert type shit. My dog was overheating, so I was concerned because it was 103 degrees in New Mexico or Texas. I don't even know where I was, but we made it. So I finally arrived to my new home, and the shipping container came through. And if you look at the shipping container, it lets in ambient light. If you look at the walls, you see the light coming through, and every plant inside of the shipping container was in perfect health when it arrived. So it was inside of this container for about 2 weeks, and I think it was the combination of the plastic on top with the ambient light. Some of the plants actually were in better health than they were when I first put them in. But that's what I did. That is how I shipped my plants across country. But once again, this is my first time seeing these plants in the shipping container, and they were pristine. Even some of them grew a new leaf. So the plants that I rode along with me in the car, some of those got burnt through the window. I should have put a shade cloth, and those were the only casualties I had as far as traveling with a plant collection. Now, if you are moving across country, I do recommend pods moving containers. They did not sponsor this video, but I just highly recommend that you use their services in comparison to some other services. It may be a little bit more expensive, but the thing about pods is the containers that they drop off at your location, they actually allow natural sunlight through the walls. And it's not made out of wood, it's made out of some other hard metal container material, but the sunlight gets through. Therefore, if you're packing plants especially, you know, they can receive some ambient light while they're in transport. So I researched U-Haul moving services. They use wooden boxes. I did not like that because I feel like somebody can hammer through a wooden box and steal your goods that's inside. So the thing about pods is they offer a $10,000 insurance. So if anything happens to your stuff, you got that $10,000 insurance. But let me tell you, the majority of my plants made it out to Georgia flawlessly. Now, that right there was a win. It's about what happened afterwards that didn't go so well. Now look, as soon as I made it out here, actually I drove across country. As soon as I made it out here, I was not taking care of the plants that just went through that strenuous transport. You feel me? And things started to go downhill from there. So I lost a lot of plants due to my negligence, because as soon as I moved in, you know, I had to do a lot of work. If you look around here, as little as you can see, I don't want to show you my whole house because there's a lot going on around here, but it looked a lot different. And that is because I put in a lot of work, and during that work, I had to go to work. So it's like I go to work, I come home, I got work to do as far as renovating the house. And I just couldn't keep up with watering plants and making sure that they were okay. So I do have some suggestions. Okay, listen, so once you make it to your destination, if you're moving, I suggest buy yourself a pop-up greenhouse tent. They got them on sale, Amazon.com, for an economical price. And I prefer a pop-up tent like this one because it's easy to take down and put back up. Now, when you get to your destination, put all of your plants inside that pop-up tent. If you look right there, most of my plants are not inside of the pop-up tent because I'm using that tent to paint my kitchen cabinets. Yeah, I had to go ahead and use that tent so that you see that mess all over the grass. I don't want that mess to happen inside of my house. So I had to use this tent, you know. Hard to explain, but it's so funny that half of my plant collection is just sitting outside in the backyard like the damn Statue of Liberty. But yeah, that's what I got going on right now. And that is also my first mistake. I should have bought 2 tents so that I can keep my plant collection in that tent. That way I will be able to mist it down, keep them humid so they can acclimate to this new environment. And this right here is a result of me not putting these very tropical plants inside of a tent. I just left them in this room inside of this container, and we having all kind of casualties. Now it's a whole entire mess. This is where the video goes wrong. Even while fixing this house, look at this. Look at this. I bought this house and I didn't even see this when I came to take a tour of the house. This low-key looked like some type of domestic dispute. Like, what is going on here? People of America, if y'all gonna be fighting, take it outside. Take it outside. No use of trampling over doorknobs and stuff. Look, I got electrical wires hanging from the ceiling. And y'all look at this. This is my bedroom. Look how I'm living. I'm sleeping on an air mattress. My bed is inside of this box. My mattress is stripped down and folded in half. It's crazy out here. But let's get back to the plants. Now, the other half of my plant collection, I got living in the bathroom. Paint on the floor. Look at this. I'm tearing this whole bathroom out in a couple months or so. But look, I got all these plants just chilling in the toilet, not the tub. Yeah, some of them doing good, some of them not doing good. I should have put them in a tent in a very humid environment the air conditioner is just tearing these plants up, and I'm trying to do what I can do while I can do it. But on the bright side, this Anthurium forgetii is putting out a new leaf. And this is like oh, you know what? For those of you who don't know much about Anthuriums, you know, they have a dark form and a silver vein form. This is a good example of the both of them. This is a dark forgetii. And this is, you know, more of the normal forgetii. Can you see the difference? I feel like this one is a pure species and this one may be mixed with a little something. But yeah, that's the dark forgetii and the regular forgetii. So just to update you on one of the hybrids that I made myself, I used this dark forgetii and a crystal mag, and I made some seedlings. Those of you who bought some seedlings, how is your seedlings doing? Well, I tell you, here is one of the seedlings here. Look at that. So that's dark forgetii mixed with crystal mag. And now that it's starting to get big, it doesn't have a sinus. It doesn't have too much of a sinus, but you can see crystal mag. You can also see forgetii. But yeah, that's crazy that this is the father of this. That's wild. And it's kind of cool that I created my own little Anthurium. That's kind of cool. But it put out this new leaf while in Georgia. And that's just a little bit of good news. The rest of these plants is just struggling. I don't even want to go through them, but I'm keeping some of my plants in the tub because I don't use a bathtub. Only time I use a bathtub is like at a resort on vacation. And this is all getting torn out anyway. I want to redo my shower and redo my closet and all of that. This closet is huge, by the way. This closet is crazy. Look at all that space. Yeah, but I'm getting it together. And I really want to get back to filming on a regular basis, but I have so much work to do. So my kitchen is under construction, but I want to give you guys an update on the dog. So where you at? Oh, he right here. Say hi to everybody. He's actually loving it out here. He has a lot of space to run around, like open space to run around, especially when that tent is not out here. I originally planned to have this greenhouse tent upstairs in one of the bedrooms, and that's kind of where I'm gonna keep a lot of my plants. So say hi to everybody. So sit. Say hi. All right, y'all. One thing I am proud about is this Monstera constellation. It made it all right, and while it was out here, it put out this extremely variegated leaf. Look at that. If it keeps that up, this is gonna be like one hell of a Monstera constellation. So that is, you know, a little piece of good news. I am happy about that. The Monstera constellation is living to fight another day. Okay, so let's do a quick little rundown. So one, use those Rubbermaid style containers, put your plants in there, and then put some type of a plastic shield over the plants while they're in that Rubbermaid container. Two, I do recommend pods, container services for your moving, because those containers let in natural light. Your plants can last for a month or so with that ambient light that the container lets in. So I do recommend that. And three, the most important thing, just get yourself some type of a greenhouse tent and put all of the plants inside of that tent so that they can acclimate while you're trying to set up your new life if you are moving. That's just my recommendation. And there's that. But a little bit about me. I'm happy every day that I wake up here. I felt like I made a really good decision relocating to Georgia. Like, I'm super happy here, you know. My neighbors are really nice. Like you talk to some of the young people, they have all of their teeth. That's quite normal. I just got to get used to normal. But I mean, everybody nice around here. There's still a lot of Southern hospitality left out here, and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm just excited to start a new life. Now, y'all stay tuned for my next video, because I'm gonna really try to get done with all of this renovation, and I want to give you all a plant tour, because I'm just ready to set up these plants. So stay tuned for that. My name is Dave. Thank you for watching. I'm out.